Hello, my YouTube friends. This is John at Left Handed Models, and I made it on Wednesday for my Wednesday. What did you buy Wednesday? And this is thought up and sponsored, sort of, by Joe of Big Sky Model Workshop, and I'll include him in the description. And I first want to say a thank you to the OPM Club in Denver. I spent some time up there and it was fun. And also I wanted to thank, the Luka C channel, and Jason, and BG, and Chuck of Chuck's Model Garage. No? Everybody knows Chuck. For the podcast. They put it on YouTube, and I'll also include a link to that. And it's very entertaining, to say the least, and I'm going to try to actually catch up on all of them to see what all the entertainment is. So anyway, there'll be a few shop cards shown that I've picked up, and then we'll get into the all the stuff I got. Here we go. So first off, if I've got it in frame, yes. There's Tim at Box Stock Garage, and I picked up his card from him, and he wrote some neat stuff here because I'm jumping into his Formula One group build, him and DeHart. What's DeHart's first name? Anyway, so it's nice. I love the pickup, and I think that might be the last year's USAC build, but I'm not positive. And then the ubiquitous Camaro. Oh, and the store is open, so that's nice. So that's one, and then this is one that I picked up personally from 1968 Ford Man, because he was in Denver at the Mile High Model Show. So Mile High, yes. And I got to meet him, and I talked to him for a little bit, and we swapped cards. And by the way, I wanted to tell everybody that I took some models to the show to display, and it took 9 of them. And sorry, had to go get my card. I know, it didn't take you any time at all, did it? So I took this car and displayed it just like this with the hood off. And I took my little mini bike here, which all the other vehicles I took had lots of stuff done to them. Like this one has oil lines and fuel lines, and the throttle line, and let's see, plug wires. Let's see, had water lines because it didn't come with them. So I had all the other cars were like that. Oh, and seat belts. This was the only box stock build I took. Why am I not seeing you? Oh, that's okay. And I just picked random people to give my cards to and talked to them a little bit about going to YouTube and seeing what we do and stuff since they were there. The show was at the Forney Transportation Museum, so a lot of people that I talked to, of course, they knew what YouTube was, but they were not necessarily model builders. But this one person, a guy, whose name I didn't catch, by the way, looked at my card and said, "Oh, that's nice." He says, "I don't build." He said, I buy and sell." But he doesn't build, but he likes models. He does collect some. And he asked if the mini bike was for sale. And I said, well, I suppose. So it was on the contest table. And I said, it's on the contest table. If you would like to, please go look at it and see what you think about it. And later he found me and said, would you sell it still? And I said, well, yeah. And so he made me an offer, and I sold it. The only box stock thing I brought. So Now we'll get into some of the things I picked up there, because I picked up quite a few things. Let's do, the club had a little box and table where they were selling things that, you know, they didn't need anymore. So I picked up some Stromberg carburetors, obviously resin, I'm sure, because I don't know how else you'd get them that small, and some ignition wire looms for a flathead, which I will put to good use, and a pre-wired distributor. Now, I also picked up a couple of resin bodies because they were cheap, really cheap. And so they need a little bit of cleanup, but they didn't have hardly any flash except in the windows, in which I would expect. And I haven't even washed them yet. But those will be, this one definitely will be a project. And this one is, I'm trying to figure out how to get the front end. I might have to build one for a land speed record car because it's chopped. Looks good. I pre-ordered a few things from BCG Resins, and so I'll just show you a few things here. I got the flathead cylinder heads that are the that have the overhead valves on them for the, I think it's for the intakes, but I'm not positive. I'll have to look at that closer. And I just got this slash cut exhaust, and those will go on a project real soon. Now let's see, I got some alternators, a few starters, and I got drill distributors for 4, 6, and 8 cylinders, wherever the other ones are. They're here somewhere, but these are the 4 cylinders and 8 cylinders, and so 6 cylinders I have here somewhere too. And I picked up another flathead engine, the manual transmission, and the 2 carb manifold, and it's got the carburetors and everything in there too. There it says Navarro heads, Offenhauser dual carb lake pipes with turnouts. And I already got a project idea for that. I picked up some single bomber seats. I picked up 2 sets because I want one for my land speed record belly tank racer. Let's see here. I picked up a gauge pod set because the ones that come with kits just don't do it for me. They're just not detailed enough, and they usually don't have decals for them. I picked up 2 sets, at least 2 sets. No, I picked up 4 sets. There's 2 different kinds of speaker grills. There's mesh and screen, and so I picked up 2 of each because then I'll have them. I just like the way those look on the back part of a car. Oh, and here's the 6-cylinder distributors. And when you get distributors, there's different ways you can get them, and I just get them drilled. I bet you can't see that. There's tiny holes in them for the wires to go in. And oil filters with decals, because I just think that's a great idea. I will be putting those on till I run out. I got some air filters. I just got the straight ones. They look like K&Ns, so that's why I like them. Got an extra pair of Ford flathead lake pipes, whoops, with turnouts. I got a fuel cell. I'm not sure what I'll put it in yet, but I wanted one that was more detailed so I can have it where you can see it. I got some ignition coils, which are real tiny. Oops. And I got some emergency lights. And I pre-ordered all that from Josh of BCG Resins, and just picked it up at the show. And that turned out really well. And so we'll move this out of the way and get in with some of my treasures. I finally picked up a Wild Willie Borscht kit. I've been wanting one forever, and it looks like this is the original wrapping. So Hopefully it's got decent decals. It's a, let's see, I looked up, I think it was a 1996 version. So it's not too old, is it? Nah. And I found one of these, Pontiac Banshee Dream Machine. I've been sort of wanting one. I like show cars, and of course that definitely is a show car. Then I won a few things in the raffle, and so they had so many things in the raffle that they had to put things together so that you could so they could get through them all. and still they were doing it every 15 minutes. Ford Ranchero Custom, that was in one of the raffles. A Iceman's Ford Godzilla engine, supercharged, headers, transmission. It's just, I just love 3D stuff. I wish I could afford to do all my engines that way. And I went ahead and bought, well actually, I received some of these, the spoons for painting. I don't do airbrush yet, but I got these and I thought, well, you know, maybe I should try. And so I went ahead and bought some bottles to put my paint in because I have automotive paint that's thinned already, and it's like from actual cars because my son's at a body shop, and when they get done painting a car they have some left over, and so they keep the can. Well, at some point they have to get rid of the cans. I guess I've got 50 quart cans, probably 10 of them are full, and so one of them's black, so that's nice. Okay, then I got these came in one of my my winnings, and I don't know what I'll use them on yet, but boy, they are shiny. They look real pretty. Then I picked up another one of these. I think it makes my third one, and I'll include Kim's address in here too, since Kim asked a question about multiple models. But what I want to do with one of these is make these Ford engines instead of Buicks and put the Mustang body over it for the Mach 4 Mustang. It was a drag car, a show drag car similar to the Showboat here, but I've seen that's the way to do it. You've already got the engines that way. The engines in the Mustang are set this way. They're just Fords instead of Buicks. So it doesn't take much to make these Fords since the distributor's already in the front. And then another win was this bicycle. Am I getting it in the... It's hard to get in the... It's a 1/6 scale bicycle, and it says you can build it two different ways. I've never built a model motorcycle or bicycle, so this will be a new thing for me, which pretty much completes the different ways I do stuff. And it shows there's, let's see, there's somewhere it tells me, because I saw it, that you can build it. Yeah, radical show version or street cruiser version. And I haven't decided which one I'll build yet, but of course, like everybody who was growing up in the late 50s and 60s, I grew up with a real one, but it didn't quite look like this. So that's where I am today, and thanks for watching. I hope you watched till the end. I really appreciate it. And oh wait, I bought some. In one of my packages I won, there was also paint. And so I thought, well, and it calls it acrylic wood stain, so I don't know if it's really paint. I'm gonna have to get some out and see what it looks like. But it's a very pretty blue and a really cute yellow. And I like yellow stuff, so I'll probably use it on something. And that was from Scale Finishes. Scale Finishes had they had 3 tables, I think, of their products there. You could buy anything. And VCG Resins had a lot of samples of his stuff. He's a member of the club, and it's Outcast Plastic Modelers. I remembered it. Okay. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you would. And give me a comment. I get some nice comments. I get some practical comments, that's for sure. And so I will see you next time. Thank you.